TJ, let's step back in the regular season to the very beginning. It was successful right from the get-go with a couple of hat tricks. Can you take us through the season and then how it went for you?
Yeah, I guess it's been a long one. The longest one for me personally. Obviously ends up with some disappointment and frustration, but after a little bit of time here to kind of sit back and realize and take some of the positives out of it, it's been a really successful season and a learning one at that, and at best it's just been a journey, and I think that's what kind of hurt so much about losing is that it just seemed right this year. It seemed like the right fit. I've never had a feeling like this. Being a part of the Marlies and Leafs organization has been an absolute pleasure, and playing with all of these guys, these 25 guys in the locker room, has been kind of like a dream come true. It's a reason why you start playing, and it's I don't know, for myself, it's brought me to new levels, to new heights, to aspire to and to, hopefully next year break. And it's just been a pleasure, I guess, at the least. Obviously, there's a bunch of details to get into, but it's, overall, it's just been so positive and so exciting.
Well, you start talking about details. It doesn't seem like there's a whole heck of a lot of details, but over the course of this season, you've gotten better defensively. How much is that an attribute to coaches and your defensive partner?
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. It's something I'm trying to work on. It's something that I've always had feedback. In a way to improve my game to try and help to get me to the next level, and it's something I feel I've definitely improved on. Obviously everyone has that in mind to become better and to get to the next level and to keep moving forward, and I like to look back and hear that kind of feedback that I have gotten better at that, because it's something that's been holding me back. So it's I appreciate that, and it's something that I want to I like to think that I have improved on it and that I have worked on this year.
It's been less than 48 hours, but do you start thinking in terms of next year and what you have to do over the course of the summer?
Yeah, of course. It's always having the next goal or next thing in mind. Keep moving forward, and I think the toughest part about that is having it not go our way, and losing. Not many guys are ready to take that step to to start thinking of next year, but it's having these meetings is good, and hearing honest answers and hearing the things that you need to improve on as a person and as a player, and, in order to work on that and get ready for next season is key in my mind. So, I'm excited to hear that kind of feedback and to hear from different perspectives, what I can improve on and what will help my game in order to make me succeed and get to new levels of my game and grow more as a person.
Remember when we sat down in Cleveland and we talked about positivity? It wasn't on camera. It was just you and I having a little chat about it and how important it was. How tough is it to remain positive after a tough end to the season in Game 7?
Well, I think that's why you do it all year, so that it becomes habit. It's something that you always need. You need to take that kind of mindset into every situation, and this is just another opportunity in order to take some positives out of a situation. Like you said, it's been a long season, and obviously going into any sort of meeting or exit interview or anything, everyone has that Game 7 loss fresh in your mind. But at the end of the day, it was a long season, and there was a lot of events that have accumulated in order to get to that Game 7. So you have to look at everything that came along that journey and that path that got you there, and it's something to keep in mind, and it's something that I've tried to and that I've learned over the few years that I've played, to take in mind into these meetings and everything, and try and learn. And it's there's to me, I like to think that there's a lot more positives than negatives, and you have to, like I said, learn from the negatives and apply that to next year, and hopefully you'll end up better than you did the year before.
No, TJ, Kevin talked a little bit about the relationship that you guys developed this year. How much did his defensive game and your offensive game? How much did it feed off of you guys? And talk a little bit about the relationship you had on and off the ice with each other.
Oh, Marshy, he's a special guy. He's a guy that I've just learned so much from this year. And I think what we were kind of talking about before, it's a relationship, that just applies with hockey that we've learned as people to grow. And I would hope he would say the same thing. Hopefully he's not chirping me behind my back or something. But he's just been a special guy, for me personally. I think for this team too. And it's awesome. It's awesome and really unique to have that kind of relationship with someone, and to be lucky and lucky enough to have that with a lot more guys on this team too. So it's he's been awesome. It's I've played him all through junior and obviously all through my pro career so far in the AHL, and I just want to see that guy succeed more than anything. He's a guy behind the scenes that works so hard and does a lot of little details, and he deserves a good opportunity, and he would take advantage of it for sure. And he's he's just a special person, and someone that's I give a lot of credit to.
It seems like the structure for this team offensively this year was basically centered around getting you the puck. How do you think that helped grow your offensive game?
I mean, that's a pretty big compliment. I don't know if that's exactly how it was, but I think as a team, what the coaches have done is has been impeccable. It's Gordo, Kinger, and Spotter have just been awesome this year. For Spotter to come in as a first-year coach in the AHL, an underrated, very, very tough league, especially to win at, is what he's done, and what all three of those guys have done this year has been truly amazing in my mind. For myself personally, any success that has come on a personal level has kind of been inspired through them. And they've just done an awesome job of getting the most out of guys, and pushing their character, and pushing guys' limits to do things that maybe they didn't think they could have done before, and myself included. And it's like I was saying before, it's a lesson that I've learned this year that I haven't learned in previous years, and I think that'll help me a lot moving forward.
You're heading into this offseason unrestricted. Is there a realistic possibility of you coming back next year?
Of course. I love it here. I mean, it's a great organization. I've grown tenfold, this year, and there's so many things that I've been a part of that have happened here with the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Toronto Marlies. So it's obviously a huge possibility. But obviously you have to match up with both parties in order to make sure you're moving forward together, and it's something that I guess we'll see what holds in the future.
TJ, whether you're here or with another AHL or NHL club, what are some of the things that you've learned this year that you can take into an NHL training camp next year?
I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm here, is to understand that and to know that, not obviously playing in the AHL, it's something that I'm more accustomed to than the NHL, but it's something that I'm learning and trying to take from these guys in order to move forward. I've only had a little taste of the NHL, but it's something that I'm itching, and somewhere that I think I deserve to be, and I want to, I'm not going to stop until I'm there. So it's something I don't think I have a full grasp on yet, and I think that's where I look for advice and the people I trust, and to give me honest answers, and to help on the things that will make me improve in order to get there.